TIL that Lake Superior holds 10 of the world's surface fresh water. It's also funny cause the two countries neighboring it only have like 5 of the world's population. And one country has legal rights to about 50 of it, or about 5 of the world's fresh water, and only has like 0.5 of the world population. And really most of that 0.5 don't live anywhere near Superior. And that doesn't even count the 4 other Great Lakes, and then the hundreds of smaller lakes around it. Long story short, Canada has an absurd amount of fresh water for how many people live there. Yet given the clear importance of Lake Superior, officials are letting some rookie mining company potentially pollute the waters of Lake Superior. Please sign this petition to protect our waters and old-growth forests in Michigan. I used to live in Terrace Bay, Ontario. We would go swim in the lake and the first few feet were cold but not terrible. If you went down deeper it was like a walk-in cooler. If Lake Superior was spread across all of the USA it would be 4.1 feet 1.25 meters deep. Of Lake Superior 2th area of USA. Why are people talking about fresh water shortages when they could just drain Lake Superior? Are they fucking stupid? Read in the tone of our map or encircle jerk. If this blows your mind, also take a look at the Great Artesian Basin, in Australia. It's an underground fresh water source that holds 65 million megaliters. Hard to really understand how massive the Great Lakes are until you're standing at the shore and looking out on what appears to be the ocean. Now I know what lake I should target whenever I'm done with all of y'all's bullshit and he'll turn into full Bond villain mode. Thanks. Really pisses you off too when you find out how much pollution and fizz industries have knowingly dumped into all of our Great Lakes. Love all my Michigan homies letting the world know we will fight to the death alongside Canada if the Great Lakes are ever touched. So 45 of the surface fresh water is just Baikal, Tanganyika, and Superior. Unless it gets worse snowstorms, I think climate change is gonna make areas around them the best places to live in a few decades. It is a very large and very deep lake. I think the deepest point is deeper than the average depth of the Atlantic Ocean. I live in northern Michigan off the shores of Lake Superior and the lake effect snow we get from there is no joke. Rest of North America okay I guess. Great Lakes region fucking overdrive kick-ass get the fuck out of our way. And if any of you West Coast people think you're going to get your hands on our water I will fight you. Do you think Lake Erie gets jealous of Lake Superior, or is it, like, proud to be the Erie one? As a Michigander I was born with that knowledge already in my brain. The lake is that powerful. Did a road trip across Canada during COVID and it took a day and a half to drive around at Lamau. Picturing Nestle behind the tree, in a yellow suit, rubbing hands, and tongue slightly out. The legend lives on from the Chippewa on down. Of the big lake they called Gitche Gumee. Musical notes. Musical note. I can't stand stuck-up bodies of water. It's like, get over yourself Lake Superior. I think the rest of the Great Lakes homed another 10. And Lake Baikal another 10. Lake Superior holds 100 of her dead when the skies of November turn gloomy. Pretty sure Lake Baikal holds even more less surface area but more volume. Probably 9 once you account for how much Nestle has sucked out of it. Lake Superior holds 100 of the cringiest name. Get over yourself LS. I feel like some foreign country is coming for that water eventually. As far as lakes go, that one's pretty superior. Sorry, I'll leave. Lake Baikal holds 22-23. All the Great Lakes combined hold 21. Guess that's where I'll head when the zombie apocalypse starts. It's huge. It was more than the other Great Lakes, combined. Took a piss in it earlier this summer. It's now down to 9. To quote Robert Evans, we should nuke the Great Lakes. I've paddled on that lake, and she is very unpredictable. Start pumping it and piping it throughout the states. And people are still choosing to move to Arizona, and about the same portion of the world's shipwrecks.